Hi everybody, this is Geneva, and I hope you're having a great holiday. It is the week between Christmas and New Year's that I am filming this. This book is created with my 8x8 tutorial on the Never-Ending Pages and the Scrapbook. You can get the tutorial on my website at koalacat.com. When you buy the tutorial for the 8x8 the 8x8 album, you also get the Never Ending Pages, which is included. I used Inspire cutting dies by Spellbinders. The hot air balloon, Up and Away, Feathers on the Wind, Birds on a Wire, and the Sizzix Bigs die swirl. This is an older one. I don't know if you can still get it or not, but I used it here. I used this on the inside. I also used this stamp and die cut set from Sizzix. What do they call it? Lady with Hats set. Let's see here. Sorry about the glare. But I really glad I bought that. It's been a nice investment. Okay. My basic book, which I have a free tutorial on. My cover here is embossed with a Spellbinders Embossabilities folder, and then I use Gilder's paste to go over the top. Now, do not confuse Gilder's paste with metallic luster. Let me show you. Hopefully I could show you the differences. This is really a paste, and this is a wet paste. It does not, I can't make it work well on paper. I have not tried it on wood yet, but I got this at Michael's. I thought I'd give it a try. It is really pretty on metal, but I prefer the Gilder's paste for my paper. There is a difference. The Gilder's paste, you'll feel like it's a little expensive, but a container like that is going to last you a very long time. Okay, rolling down the page, showing you this and this. This is just a metal piece, random buy at Michael's, I'm sure. The bronze leaves were picked up some time ago at Tuesday Morning. You can see on here where I've cut the feathers out of craft paper. I did a little inking with Mowed Lawn Distress ink, and then I used the Gilder's paste and gave them a pretty highlight. The burlap flowers were bought after Halloween in closeout at Hobby Lobby. This was a random buy from Michael some time ago, as are the paper flowers. You'll see some swirls behind here. This is a it is a memory box die. It's a fancy swirl. This I made from the papers. It was on the paper underneath this, and so I just mounted it on some heavyweight chipboard and used ultra thick embossing clear 2 layers to make this. And this is a random metal piece that I have in my stash. The inside cover is a pocket, and this is a Martha Stewart around the edge punch. I use it throughout. I punch out my strip and then I cut it at 3/4 inch width from the widest point. This is a burlap flower that I got from Hobby Lobby a couple of months ago on clearance, and underneath is some jute twine tied in a double bow. This is taking advantage of the papers in my cutting to get that design there. I created a journaling page. Again, you'll note the same border piece. This underneath is the papers. This again is the paper punch, the burlap flower, and simply opens up to a photo mat or journaling piece. A simple tag, and here I just stamped and cut this out. The love in your heart wasn't put there to stay. Love isn't love till it's given away. I love that sentiment, so I used it. The next page, the book is really interactive and there's really a lot of real estate here. This is the same size as a standard Tim Holtz number 8 tag, and this is the bird die again. A button I cut out with my button die from Memory Box. It has, I think, 5 different buttons that you can cut out, and this is just a little piece of jute twine and the inside, and it closes with a magnet. It also adheres with a magnet, with magnets. Okay, this flips open, and you'll notice the border piece. It flips up again, and you'll see the same border piece here. I think these came out so pretty. Now, each page is an envelope style, although I make it with chipboard and not envelopes. So this side of the mat, which is 7 3/4 inches, matches or will coordinate with that page. So the other side is this, which coordinates with this side. You just slide in there very easily. Okay, again, this tag just fits right in there. You could also stand it up if you want, or put it anywhere you'd like. A very nice journaling spot if you wanted to utilize it as such. And then these are my Laura Dennison pockets. I love how she does those. They don't add any more bulk to your book than you need to. By using brads to hold down the corners rather than doing hinges on each side. So here's the smallest photo mat. You'll see it's been punched with the same punch that's here, and punched on the papers throughout, and burlap flower with some pink and white baker's twine. It is a Recollections / Michaels brand. And since I was using paper and not card, I did both sides of most of my mats. Nice big one. All this lovely room. And the brads hold down the corners so you don't have to have flaps that fold under or and glue, which saves a lot of space. So you can add more photos and pretties. These aren't glued down, so you could tuck a photo. Let me pull this over here. So you can tuck the photo underneath of them if you want to. They're all like this. You can tuck something under there. Post anything, a photo, a ticket. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Getting over a cold. I thought maybe I could do this today, but maybe not. Okay, each of these flip up. They do have magnet closures. Again, these are buttons I created with my memory box die and a little bit of a string. I've lost it. I'm real sorry. Okay, so this opens this way. Gives you two nice places there. It also opens this way. And it opens again with a magnet closure. And a pocket here. Lots and lots and lots of room. Here's the large photo mat for this side. And when you turn it over, it's this way, which coordinates beautifully with this page. This is just a tag. This magnet closure flips open. This is a vertical band to hold in a large photo mat. It flips open. And open again. And there's a nice large pocket under here. You can notice again the same trim pieces, the same burlap flower and baker's twine. This has a magnet closure and flips open, and there again is the border strip. This flips open. Isn't that pretty? And open again. with the border down here on the bottom. Here is the large mat for this side, and as you turn it over, it coordinates with that side. Okay, now this opens, magnet closure. It's a nice strong magnet, so it'll go through layers and layers. Pocket with a tag. Opens again. Pocket and two little tags. You can put them in either way you like. A standard size tag and a vertical band with the photo mat. Here I did some stamping on the pattern paper to bring in the balloon elements there without adding any more thickness to it. This is the size of a standard number 8 tag. Flips up. And the burlap flower and the baker's twine again, and this flips open. Opens once, opens again, and another pocket and a photo mat. Lots of room here for pictures, journaling, whatever. Here's the large photo mat in between the pages. And now for the other side. It's really an interesting paper set to work with. I don't normally choose paper. I usually choose something that's a lightweight cardstock to work with, because mostly I choose graphic 45. But this was really fun and interesting. This is a pocket, as you can see, and I did some stamping with Tim Holtz stamp, and again there's the balloon, and I put some, I think that's peeled paint is the color on top of that, the Tim Holtz ink. Okay, this has a magnet closure. It opens here, and that's it for there. This is a waterfall page. I love these bright colors, so pretty. So I deliberately left the gutters plain. I feel that it works very well with the craft cardstock to do that. It also gives you a place for little journaling spots if you want to utilize it that way. Photo mat. Here, see how it coordinates. And then we turn it over. And put this away. The bicycle, I believe, is a cherry lin. cherry lin die. It is mounted via magnets to keep the gatefold closed, and they will find themselves. This is the vintage Victorian lady cutting die and stamp set, and I just used the cutting die to create a shadow of the lady behind the bicycle. Very nice photo or journaling book. These open, and these are not glued down, so you could certainly tuck things in there, both sides, all the way. They're all open here. They're just adhered down on the top, and I did use glue, so if you put stumping in there, it's not going to get stuck on tape. And then these open again. I chose not to put any pockets and tags on this set. This is a corner pocket page. A tag just attached with a decorative paper clip. I probably got that at Walmart some time ago. When was the last time you did something for the very first time? I love that quote. Here I utilized the papers to make the cover for this little journaling book. Here's a number 8 tag. I created an envelope with the old-fashioned tie like this. Remember when I was a child, I thought these were so fun. And then here's a nice size photo mat. All tucks into this corner pocket. And in between photo mat for this side, and then for this, I'm sorry, getting out of camera, losing my way. This is another waterfall. This will hold up to 4x4 photos. The mats are cut at 3 3/4 inches. This is glued down. A nice journaling spot. And again, I left the gutters empty, so you could indeed utilize them for journaling. Oh, goodness me. Okay, and then the inside cover is again a pocket and large photo mat, another envelope, and another number 8 tag. And that is that, all done. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon with something else.